Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts. We are coming to you from Gardner, Mass., the Chair City. And I am joined by my co-host here, Chris Guerra. I can't roll my R's like that, man. Ain't that cool?
It's it doesn't take too much. Oh, see, look at you.
Give me those maracas.
Maracas.
They're way over there. I'm not getting them.
Way over there. I ain't moving.
That's a lot of work.
It's too far away.
Yeah.
So.
Hey. It's the end of the season.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
No, it's just the season. Oh. If it was the end of the world, then we couldn't have a season 2, which I'm really looking forward to. We're on the quest for 50.
Is it the reason for the season? Neeson? I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that either. Yeah. But anyways, so this is the end of season 1 for us. And wow, what a ride.
Oh, let me tell you. Crazy, right?
Crazy train. Off the rails on a crazy train.
Crazy train.
All aboard! Oh boy. All right. We just bumped it up to another level.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, you know, it's I'm going to get a little serious. A little XM serious.
Sponsor us, but don't sue us for that. Yeah. No cease and desist, please.
No cease and desist. But no, seriously, guys, what a wild ride, right, Nikki?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
oh my God.
From where we started to where we are now, like, you want to talk about a glow up?
Right, exactly.
Wow.
You know, guys, we started this way back when, and this was an idea that I originally had with, you know, I wanted to do like the creative chairs with Chris or something like that. I don't know. Something
like that. If you go back to like one of the first episodes, I'm pretty sure you said, you did. You did. It was like the creative chair or something like that.
Yeah, and that's because we didn't have a show name made up at that point.
But I mean, no, we got to take it back even like further before that, like how this really came to be a thing. I mean, it all started back with the coffee house sessions, the Gala coffee house sessions, and then COVID hit, and you know, it was how do we keep getting live music to the people? Well, live streaming. Which then, you know, in turn turned into the Brew Barn being like, hey, let's keep this thing up. And that's where you asked me to assist you. And what did I say to you? I said, man, this would make a pretty dope podcast.
The rest was history, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I was desperate for help because I just had so much gear.
And that was the last resort.
and Nikki was the last resort.
I made sure we got out of there by 10.
You know, I was so impressed how quickly you caught on and learned and everything.
I packed the shit and yeeted it, and like he was like, wait, everything's already in the trailer. It's 10 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, let's freaking go.
I'm like, I can go to bed early. What is this? Crazy.
That's worth my weight in gold all day there.
Yeah. And now, you know, here we are. We're closing out our first season with an incredible band.
We started with the band. We're ending with another incredible band.
Another band. Goodness. Yeah, one big band.
Look at those bookends.
Right?
That's great.
Right. And, you know, it's funny because this band blew up our soundboard.
They did. Like, kaboom, get the fire extinguisher. We had to buy a new board.
Yeah, we had to buy a new board. But that's okay because even though we're not going to have any live performances, we are fortunate enough that this band has recorded some very, very good-looking professional videos.
Award-winning videos.
So we're just going to pipe them in because that's what we do here. Yeah. But
the pipe.
Yeah, but it's okay. I don't know what you're going to say, but it's okay. Because the interview is a rock and roll interview, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. It's a rock star interview for sure.
Rock star! So, yeah, guys. But before we get into the introduction, Nikki, I think it's only fair that we look back at some of the highlights from our very first season.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's do the Wayne Wordle thing.
Today we are joined by the Boston-based Ben Cote Band. On vocals and lead guitar, we have Ben Cote, Dave Mansfield, who does bass and vocals, Adam Corlito on drums, and Rob Moore on guitar. Formed at the Berklee College of Music, they're heavily influenced by the bands such as Van Halen, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, and Aerosmith. They've released 4 guitar-fueled albums and was the 2021 winner of Limelight's Live Artist of the Year. They have multiple videos that have won awards, and their music also is played on various airplay. Welcome to the studio, guys.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys. Jeez. Telling you, this is like a dream come true, guys. Let me tell you, I've wanted a rock band. We've had we've had very awesome musicians and bands come through so far. But when I found out we were going to close this season off with the Ben Cote Band, man, oh man, we were so thrilled just to have you here.
Oh,
so
thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But we have 5 albums out now.
Oh.
We just released our 5th last
yeah.
month, Celluloid Babylon, streaming everywhere. So
very good.
check that out.
Yep. You can, and it's amazing, guys. Like, I started following you a few years ago. I'm a little bit late to the party, but the music videos I started watching, I'm like, wait a minute, that building looks familiar, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's like the 3rd floor.
Probably about 100 feet that way.
yeah, exactly. And so it's so awesome just that you guys, as successful as you guys have been so far, the genre, the fact that you guys are still rocking it and, keeping it alive. I love that, and putting really the North Central Massachusetts area on the map for this rock and roll industry and really rocking out all through the state. And so I'm appreciative of you guys being here, and I can't wait to get into some stories here.
You seem like a very interesting bunch.
Yeah.
Nah.
So let's start from the beginning, guys. How'd you all, meet each other?
Well, Dave and I have known each other since high school, so we've been playing together for a long time now, and so we've been in and out of multiple bands together, and then this band. So it was kind of became the Ben Cote Band because it was kind of a revolving door of other musicians, for a time, especially when I was a student at Berklee. So it kind of gave the band a bit of an identity that didn't require, because I'm sure a lot of musicians out there could attest to the fact that, you have a lineup and then, for whatever reason, there's people that can't make gigs, can't make rehearsals, so you keep going through all these different lineup changes, and that usually results in different band names. So I just wanted something that was solidified and consistent enough that it wasn't a rebranding every time. So kind of going through multiple iterations of the band, I think I finally I got the one, but so we got Adam joined in 2022.
Nice.
He's also just graduated Berklee a couple months ago, another Berklee grad, and then Rob and I knew each other from working in the guitar department together at Berklee College of Music. So now we're working together in the band as well, and I'm very fortunate to have a group that makes me sound a lot better than I am.
Oh, well, you guys.
Aw.
I'm telling you, you guys, definitely have carried away from Berklee some skill and ability. So, what influenced you to just to form the band, to get it out there?
So I started playing guitar. I was about 14, and not too long after I started playing, the goal was always just to play in a band. I've always just liked being, creating that way. But really just, there wasn't really anything else that I wanted to do in life than just,
That is awesome.
play in a band, make music that way.
Right.
So that's kind of how, it all started, and just haven't really looked back since.
So you're all doing this full time, or maybe some of you guys.
Essentially, yeah. Because Rob and I, our day jobs, we work for Berklee College of Music, so
Okay,
still,
nice.
have music, as a living. But
That is awesome.
this definitely takes up a good amount of the time.
Yeah.
With the band.
Yeah, you guys must really invest a lot of time into practicing not only as a band, but just your craft alone. You know, because it shows. You guys are really clean and professional. And
Appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, like I said, it's not like it used to be, you know, in the late 80s, 90s, where rock was just everywhere. And I have a strong appreciation for the rock bands that are still out there, you know, rocking it. And
There's not too many of us left.
no, right? You got to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nikki, do you have a question for the band?
Yeah, and actually, I think I want to get everybody's individual take on this.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Living or dead, a dream artist that you would like to collaborate with?
Probably Dave Grohl dead.
I'm sorry, I gotta get Dave over here. He's just cracking up. That's awesome.
Obviously, my guy was Eddie Van Halen, so I would have loved to be able just to, you know, to do something with him.
Oh, man.
So that'd be my
All right.
answer.
Yeah.
All right. And for you?
I would say maybe. That was a big surprise to the guys. Yngwie Malmsteen.
Wow.
Ooh,
All right.
nice.
Probably Waylon Jennings. would be
Okay.
mine. Yeah,
Awesome.
Prince.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Party like it's 1999.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And so obviously, you guys have had some musical influences. Were besides the Van Halen, or are there any other influences that really inspired you guys?
I think we're all a little different in a lot
Sure.
of it's funny because we all kind of gravitate towards rock music. That's why we're in this band. But yeah, I grew up on like country and western music, stuff like
nice.
that. Yeah, like my grandfather and my dad. It was always more like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, that kind of stuff. And then I got into the older stuff. But yeah, I think the center always gets back to rock. So
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. No, well, it's great that you guys, again, are doing what you're doing. Music plays a big part of our lives. And the music that you guys are playing part of seems like it's the party part of our lives. So, it's really cool. I respect it a lot. And so, let's just get into it. Let's get into some of the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because I imagine as a rock and roll band, you guys
Y'all have seen some shit.
you've seen some shit.
No, it's just been clean, good old fun this whole time.
just good, clean living.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Can you tell me you don't party like rock stars?
Never. We would never do that.
But what's the craziest thing that you've ever seen or encountered at a gig?
Well, we had one show. Someone got stabbed in the audience.
No way.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
So we've had several kind of crazy things, but that's probably the most like kind of scary one.
Yeah.
It was. I'm not going to say where it was, but the venue was. But it was definitely a much more of a dive bar. This was years ago, maybe 2016, 2017, and we had a member in the band at the time that was pretty promiscuous and was messing around with someone's girlfriend in between one of our sets. And
Oh, boy.
yeah, and apparently, I guess a lot of people were messing around with that same person that night, and the boyfriend ended up getting in an altercation with one of them in the middle of our show, and someone got stabbed, and
Jeez.
got pulled out of there. But you keep playing.
I mean, he's okay, though.
The show must go on, right?
As far as I was busy at the time.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
I mean, if he survived that, I'm sure he probably has had other problems. That's the.
oh, man.
We've had several, and I don't want to. I mean, there's been several with past band members that I don't want to get too much into because I don't know if they're watching this, but there's been broken bones befan shows from things. There's been
taking like break a leg seriously, break an arm. Break a nose.
Punching a wall for about 5 minutes before you go on stage.
Break a
knuckle. We'll break some knuckles, but
going full Kyle mode.
Yeah. There's a
problem is it was a brick wall.
I think the brick wall probably won, right?
That was actually I won't go too much into that, but yeah, there's been all sorts of it's all par for the course.
I was about to say that's part of the territory, man. Like you're gonna rock. You're gonna have a lot of wild things that happen. Kind of people have that expectation too that rock stars live that kind of rock star life.
We had someone throw up in the back of the truck after a show because fans kept buying them, free margaritas. I'm not going to say who. But when you have a band member that
a left-handed band
that someone buys you 7-8 margaritas and throw up in the drummer's father's truck on the Mass Pike. It's all part of it. Again, not saying who.
Son, how many margaritas you had? 12?
Well, he wasn't driving.
Oh, man.
The person who's driving at like 17.
Wow. That's awesome, though. Oh, man.
It's awesome.
Oh man.
Then you have photographers too.
Oh, sure.
There's a lot of stories of photographers.
Yeah, those photographers, man.
Why are you looking over here? That's what we call evidence.
Well, our photographer has a lot of it. We got to keep him happy because if some of it gets released, then it's not going to be good for any of us.
Oh, blackmail.
Blackmail.
You can't see this, but he's pointing into the option.
Hey, he's waving a large knife.
He said he can't show us, but he has a gun.
Oh man, that is so awesome. Hey, let's get to you, buddy. That drum kit, man. That is a serious drum kit.
Thank you. Very much. Yeah.
How long have you been playing drums for?
Geez. I mean, I started when I was 3. And,
jeez.
I mean, I was just banging away at whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I always kept with it as long as I can remember. I never lost it. I was just always consistently like tapping and moving, and that was just my thing.
Sure.
And getting into more complex music other than because it was just all rock and roll for me from when I was a kid up until like 8th grade. Then once like the end of middle school, early high school happened, it was like the proggy sort of more eclectic.
Oh yeah.
Music like Dream Theater and Animals as Leaders, stuff like that. But then I got back to rock. I want to say maybe a couple months before I met Ben.
Yeah.
Because Taylor Hawkins, who was my biggest inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Which is what that kit was very much inspired by. Had passed away a couple months prior, and then I wanted to do like a whole Foo Fighter tribute thing.
Yeah.
That was like my first sort of bridge back into rock, and then all that other music that I was into only made my rock feel better. And so when I was with Ben, it was like perfect timing. So it was really cool.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So let's move down. Let's go straight down. Bass.
Yep.
Right. You've been playing bass for quite a while, but you also do some soul stuff on your own as well, too, right?
A little bit, yeah. That's more recent. I think I started playing bass when I was 13.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, like 8 or 9, my parents got me an acoustic guitar for Christmas. I'm like, this is great. I'm going to be a guitar player. And then like 2 weeks, I'm like, my fingers hurt.
My blisters got blisters.
This sucks. And then that went in the closet forever.
Yeah.
And then, but I remember when I was like one of the few lessons I took, the guy had a bass on his wall. I'm like, I remembered that. Sure. And then like I get into like junior high, it was like, oh, we should form a band. We should all be in a band. I'm like, all right, well, 80 of you were learning how to play guitar. We only need one. I'm like, nobody's learning how to play bass, and then it's a pretty easy decision from there. So it's a good way to stay employed as a musician.
yo, seriously, yeah. Bassists are hard to find, so it's good.
But yeah, and then like last couple months, I've been playing Franco's shows, the soundbite, open mics and stuff, and that's been great. I mean, that's one of the best parts of living in this area is the amount of open mics and kind of like that whole community that's popped up for people getting into it.
100%. Yeah, and that's what's great about this area. There's just so much raw talent out here, but not only that, but it's such a strong community. I've run into so many musicians at those open mics, and they're all so supportive of each other.
Yep.
And that's, I hear it's rare.
Yeah. I mean, well, we can tell you it's rare. I mean, we don't play in Boston too much, and that's kind of by choice. I mean, it's a little cutthroat out there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's not even that. It's just the Boston music scene. I mean, all the iconic venues don't exist anymore. The few that were left didn't survive the pandemic, really. But yeah, it's also, it's a double-edged sword because it's great that we have Berkeley there, so that's how you find band members. But at the same time, it's also oversaturated too. And anything east of 495, you're not going to be making any money at it at a gig, so.
I know, and isn't that strange too? It's like, you're absolutely right. A lot of the venues around here have shut the doors, closed up shop. You don't really have any of that big venues. I mean, you still have the Palladium. You still have the DCU Center, if you can get to the DCU Center. You have the Middle East Club that's still operating, but we used to have a lot of smaller venues like the Compound in Fitchburg that closed up shop. We used to have the Boardwalk and here in Gardner, but a lot of those places are just not here anymore. So it's you guys have to kind of get creative to find a place to perform at. Absolutely,
and it's just another part of the artist these days really having to wear multiple hats, and I mean that's a whole bigger topic of conversation. But it's the good thing with the way that the industry is now is that the artists are completely in control. But it's also the hardest part too is that you're in control, but there's no one really coming to save you. You have to kind of really do everything yourself. But I think we embrace that, and we just try to take advantage of any opportunity that we can get.
I mean, you guys got one hell of a marketing team. Like, seriously, you're
looking at it.
Right? I know. You guys are awesome. I mean, just with the amount of exposure you're putting out there,
Yeah, we're very fortunate. Especially with we have a very strong Instagram following that was pretty much a direct result of the pandemic.
Yeah, right.
Because as soon as the pandemic happened, I mean, myself along with most of Berkeley, I mean, we're all furloughed. Berkeley pretty much shut down,
right,
for all of 2020, and it's like obviously you can't gig because everyone's got
the whole world shut down.
Yeah. So at that point, I was kind of like, well, I'm going to start focusing on my social media and building that up, and so that was kind of started that, and then unfortunately it was right when Eddie Van Halen passed away that everything that I've been doing since I was 14 became mainstream again, and that kind of gave the bump that we needed. And now we have over 100,000 followers on Instagram.
It's awesome.
20,000 on TikTok. So, and so that's been opening up so many opportunities for us. But the thing that I find the most interesting about it is the fact that now it's like we have this decent fan base, and they're very loyal. I should say decent as far as size, but I mean, they're incredibly loyal fans. And but the interesting part is that it's not like, back even 15, 20 years ago, you'd build up fan bases like in physical territories. Now it's like you have 100,000, but they're spread out all over the world. So,
right.
We're constantly getting, fans saying, when are you going to come down and play, Saratoga? When are you going to come and play, San Francisco? When are you coming to Minnesota? And it's like we have these little groups here, but and I think a lot of people don't understand bands don't make money with tours these days. It costs bands money because you have to go out there. These venues aren't really paying you any money.
Right.
And so it's like we know we have the fan base and the following. It's just the hurdle we're trying to get over right now is just trying to physically get there in a way that's not going to, bankrupt us.
Right. I know it's such a weird industry nowadays. it's like you have to find like some sponsorships, a corporate sponsor or something, to really just feed that bottomless pit of money there, because it is expensive. But I picture you guys rolling up in a Ben Cote Band bus. Mad Max style.
Get an old school bus and hollow it out.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
mattresses in the back.
Yeah, right now we got the Ben Cote Band crossover SUV. I think we're working on the bus.
Nice.
Get like one of the decommissioned school buses.
Yeah,
There
it'd
you
be
Rip all the seats out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works. Put some couches in there.
spray paint BCB on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The photographer can drive. And,
All right. I don't know if I'd let the photographer drive. Should I tell him the Pink Floyd story?
Ooh.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, he's giving me the permission. This one isn't that bad. This was, I was probably still a teenager, right? I was probably like 18, 19. And Bert was, so I should introduce Stephen Donald Hebert of SDH Photos, actually, who's just the building about 100 feet that way, Freeze Frame Studio in Gardner. I'll give them a shout out as well. Who's been with us. He's the honorary fifth member of the band. I mean, he's done so much for us, and we love him, and we love to give him a hard time.
He's the fifth Beatle.
Yeah.
There we go.
But so he was trying to at the time get me into acting, which did not for me. But so anyway, he drove me out to, I don't even remember where it was. It was probably, was it Waltham? I forget. We went somewhere to this audition thing, and it was pretty evident at the time. It's like, all right, it's like, I even told the person, well, thank you for this, I'd rather be playing guitar. I'm not really an actor. But on the way back, Bert was driving, and then Pink Floyd comes on, and Pink Floyd's his favorite band, and he goes, I love Pink Floyd. And he just zones out. Oh. And so but it's like, I'm in the passengers, I'm riding shotgun, and it's just it's almost like a meme at this point. And I'm like, Bert, and he's just zoning out. And it's this straight ahead, highway, but like a commercial highway.
Yeah.
And I can see a car in the distance, brake lights and a directional on, and we're not slowing down. Oh. Bert. I'm thinking like, is this going to be like a murder-suicide? Like, what's going on?
We're all going to die.
Is he going through some stuff right now? I don't know. And then finally, like, Bert, and then all of a sudden he like snapped out. It slams on the brakes. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, sorry, I just really like Pink Floyd. I was just listening to the song. And I was paying attention to that. And that's the last time I've ever gone anywhere with Bert where he drives. Now it's like, Bert, you want to go do a photo shoot? Yeah, I'll hop in the passenger side, Bert. I'm driving.
Yeah,
And then no Pink Floyd.
Yeah. God forbid David Gilmour comes on the radio with.
Oh yeah, he'd go into a coma.
Just right. Seriously, oh my
God,
god.
imagine dying comfortably numb. That'd be the worst. Oh my God.
What's that? That what the song is comfortably numb.
Oh man, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah. Jeez. Sometimes that happens. You just get that one song on that radio, and you're just like driving. You're like, this road's pretty straight. I think I can just.
Especially when you have a few drinks in you too, it can creep on you real fast.
Oh man.
That last light was green, right?
Oh man.
The
We're
stop
joking.
sign-
We don't condone drinking and driving.
No.
The stop sign's gonna turn green eventually, right?
So, talking about traveling, our guitarist over there, you've done some traveling to be a part of this band, huh?
Yes, actually. So I moved here in 2019
Okay.
to be a part of the Ben Cote Band. That was my eventual plan, of course. I actually came to Berkeley.
Nice.
I studied there, and then actually I worked in the guitar department as a student employee. And my current boss over here, Benjamin Cody, was my boss there.
Nice.
And then I was fortunate enough to get, as Ben also mentioned, a job there at Berkeley in another department full-time. And now we're coworkers. And, he texted me one day. He said, hey, I want to ask you a question. You come to my office? I said, yeah, sure. So when it was off, he's like, hey, I'm thinking of, maybe adding a second guitarist. You want to come jam with us sometime, see how it goes? Yeah, sure. Showed up, and it was an instant vibe. It was pretty good. It was great.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm from Texas. It's so funny. Every time I take a vacation, I go to New York. I go nowhere but New York. That's it. So I don't actually travel too much.
Okay.
Except just to be here now.
Yeah, well, that's sweet. I mean, that's quite the change of scenery, though, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Up to that point, have you ever, touched snow?
What? No, actually, I hadn't experienced a lot of things down there because everything is just kind of the same down there.
Right.
You eat the same kind of food. You're kind of around the same everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like I'd never ridden a train before.
Oh, okay.
I'd never been in an Uber before. I take Ubers now. I go live in a city. So it's really unique. I'd never lived in an apartment. I have to actually turn my amps down now.
Yeah, right.
It kind of sucks.
Right. Yeah.
But other than that, I much prefer being up here than down there.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's cool to know. I know. I would melt down there,
Oh yeah.
but their barbecue, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like I would love to get some ribs down in Texas. That's cool though. I'm glad you came up here, and
Thank you.
yeah, I'm glad you're part of this awesome talent pool.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so Ben, now with lead guitarists, they usually have more than one guitar. The one that you brought in here is a Bew. Do you have a collection of guitars? Do you have a favorite?
I have 26.
Oh my god.
A few.
Yeah.
This is the most casual. I have 26.
Going to be 27 tomorrow. But we have. So I have. I go in phases, kind of for each guitar has different pickups,
Oh, yeah.
different wood, different thing about. I mean, well, at least mine. I know some people have a whole bunch of guitars that are very similar, but I try to use. It's like having a toolbox.
Oh,
you
sure.
have different tools for different things.
Yeah.
But no, I'm fortunate to have a few different endorsements from Instagram. So that's one of them. I've been working with Kramer for probably about a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and that's definitely one of my favorites right there. But yeah, I have my one that I always say, the one is I always joke when I die, I want to be buried with it, is my black Gibson Les Paul that I named Trixie after one of my dogs when I was a kid.
Aw.
But yeah, that one, that was like my first like real professional grade guitar, and I got that when I was 17. I pumped gas for 2 years at Montori's in Fitchburg to save up to get that one. But yeah, no, it depends on whatever sound I'm going for at the time or whatever application I need it for.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's a toolbox. You gotta, if a song calls for a Phillips head, you're gonna grab a Phillips head.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's one way of putting it.
Well, you don't want to get screwed. Oh, that's awesome. So we're gonna do something new here. Nikki's like so concerned.
We're
we're gonna do
going
something
off the rails here.
We're gonna go off the rails. So usually we do live songs in the studio, but we tried that and the mix was on fire.
It literally almost spontaneously combusted.
Rocked too hard.
Yeah.
We rocked it too hard. So we're gonna do something new where we're gonna feed in a song, and these guys have no shortage of professional looking videos. They sound awesome. I love your songs.
I'll give a shout out to Bobby Gendron from Robbie T Films. He's the one who's done all of our music videos, and he's amazing.
Man.
And he's the only director I want to work with.
Well, he's done a fantastic job, and so let's show the audience a little bit, and I'll let you guys pick the playlist. So, what song would you want to go with first?
Start with Get Your Licks In, which was filmed on the roof of this building.
Oh wow.
And we're the band that makes it so no other bands are allowed up on this roof of this building.
Oh, there has to be a story involved with this.
It's one of those things that it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And
Yeah.
it's like we saw a roof, and well, actually, so at the time, So the story behind this. So this was 2018.
Yeah.
The album was also called Get Your Licks In. We recorded this at Woolly Mammoth Sound in Waltham. It was produced by Dave Minahan. Who's a big time kind of Boston producer, and he's worked with bands like The Replacements and Aerosmith and all that. So we're very lucky to get.
Oh, that's super cool.
But yeah, I graduated from Berkeley in 2018, so it's like, I was trying to get an album together and all that to kind of go out in the world and kind of be ready to go. So it's like, well, we need a couple music videos for this. So that song was actually written as filler. It was the last song of the album, but it kind of became pretty evident. It's like, this might be the best song on the album. So it's like, let's kind of pivot that way. So for the music video, the song is very kind of that 80s kind of Aerosmith kind of vibe, but the music video itself, the storyline, if you want to call it that, was kind of based on the Nothing But a Good Time music video by Poison.
Ooh, fun.
So at the beginning of that, there's the kid who's listening to music, cleaning dishes, and the restaurant owner comes out and yells at him and tells him to get back to work, and then the band starts playing. So we kind of did something similar to that. This is also another reason why I don't act, because at the beginning of it, I was the one in the music video. But there's some cameos. I have our photographer Stephen Donald Hebert is in it. My wife is in it, and since it's me, and we filmed at the 50/50 Diner in Pittsburgh, and then the owner came out and yelled at me. And we had to do 2 takes the first time. So we didn't really script anything. I was kind of, Bobby, the director, and I were kind of telling everyone, all right, this is what's going to happen. Just come in and yell at him.
Yeah.
And he just comes in, and he just, he could act. He just gets in. He's just, getting in my face and yelling at me. And I started, nervous giggling. So, when they had to come, we had to do it again. It's like, all right, I got to get this together, But for the music video, for the performance part of the music video, I just wanted something really visual and cool. So we figured, well, let's try to go up on the roof here, and then at sunset we will, try to get. And it was all kind of we booked the studio time and booked the time with the director a month in advance. So it's we're kind of at the mercy of, all right, if the weather,
Mother Nature's mercy.
Yeah.
Luckily, we got a perfect day and perfect sunset, perfect shot. And then we filmed the other parts of it, which is in the fog. You have actually my wife was the model in it, with the lollipop and all that, and some other close-ups of me playing. It's kind of in this foggy, kind of colored light, kind of stage light area, and that's because we originally filmed behind a green screen at FATV in Fitchburg, and tried to do a green screen behind us, and it was unusable. So we're like, we got to reshoot this. So we actually used Freeze Frame Studio here at in Gardner. Just a couple doors down from here, and we just put a fog machine. We fogged it up, put some stage lights, and it looked way better than what we were expecting. So it was filmed almost entirely here in Gardner.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, and it just looks so good. They did such a great job.
Oh yeah, and it won the 2018 Music Video of the Year award on WooTube for Worcester. So
that is awesome. That is
shout
great.
out.
WooTube. So guys, here we go.
That was a little behind the music, and
yeah. Oh, I love it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Got another thing, and thank you. Hey, how many times have I told you, you can't be back here listening to this rock and roll bull***? I'm not paying you for that. I got a diner full of people out there, and you want to sit back here listening to this bull***? All right, it ain't happening. I'm not paying you for that. If you don't understand that, hit the road, okay? Hit the road.
fame, so she came to the city where the devils play. A sexy girl, this isn't your scene unless you're willing to play, if you know what I mean. City of angels, city of lights, she's the night letters that are touching the sky. Baby, watch it all drip down. See it all over this town. The world is gonna make you drown. Darling, can you hear the sound? Pretty girl, she stops calling home. No need to tell what they won't wanna know. She is making it, but Hollywood is taking it. Armed with stilettos in the neon glow. Sexy girl, the boys have found the love. Down on Sunset, your dance is a drug. I live loud, she live too fast. The best to see is from over the crash. Maybe watch it all drip down. See it all over this town. This world is gonna make you drown. Darling, can you hear the
And we're back, guys. Wow, that was great, and thank you. This is cool. I like this. I like. He's like, what the fuck? What the fudge? Yeah, no, this is cool. This is a first for us. This is kind of like a little bit behind the scenes, behind the music. Like something like, I don't know, a TV show used to do, or channel.
TV network used to
TV
do.
network used to do,
Who'd
I
have
don't
thunk they used to actually do like music shit on TV?
Now it's all pregnant teens and reality shows. So.
Yeah.
But no, that's awesome. Nikki, you want to feel the next question?
Sure. I guess we'll do a go down the line again. We'll start on this side this time. Dream venue.
Ooh. Irving Plaza, New York City.
Why?
That's where I got. Me and my dad, we went to see sort of like a semi-private Foo Fighter show.
Ooh.
Because they were just celebrating the release of their latest album at the time, which was what, like 2014, Sonic Highways. And
nice.
They went to 8 cities, and New York was the last city, and they recorded a song that is a part of the city. And so yeah, I mean, we waited in line like all day, and we got pushed back by cops and by just staff, and then just I was 12 at the time, and I had no idea what like a real almost kind of like a club scene like concert was.
Right.
So we managed to get in. We were like literally the last 2 people to get in.
Oh wow!
Because we didn't have wristbands. We weren't even like, it was just a total like act of God how we got in. So that was like the moment when I was like, okay, that's yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, that would be a box that I would get checked off on my list for sure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, mine would have to be probably Red Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's
iconic.
I mean, it's just so unique.
Yeah.
Like every time an artist plays there, and like they talk about it afterwards, they're like, "Yeah, that was it."
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to even just I've never been there. I'd probably be on my bucket list just to actually see a show there.
Yeah.
It amazes me that they just use a minimalistic PA system for that, and the rest of the acoustics is just all natural.
Yep.
You know, it's amazing.
And then, like, on top of that, like, you actually have to, like, hike to get there.
Yeah.
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 So
Oh, yeah.
it's like a whole experience.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say mine would be MSG, New York City.
Yeah, well-
Right in the heart of the city. Why not? You know,
Oh, yeah.
Kiss played there. You know, Scorpions sell out
Yeah.
arenas.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. I mean,
Kiss was the first concert I ever went to as a
Oh,
kid.
nice.
Really?
Aerosmith and Kiss, back when it was still the Fleet Center in Boston.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. And yours.
Probably Sydney Sweeney's backyard. No, I'm kidding.
I am right there with you.
I'd like to change my answer.
We said dream
I'm kidding.
venue.
I'm going to get in trouble for that. Probably the Rathskeller in Boston, which doesn't exist anymore. But if you're saying dream venue, I think just that,
Right.
that old school punk vibe,
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's I'm sorry, Sydney. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Again, venues, man, it's tough because a lot of those really old school venues are gone. But like I said, I love what you guys have done. You've kind of gotten creative, and you're playing on rooftops. But I caught you over at the PACC. Not too long ago, here in G Vegas, and you guys rocked it there.
Yeah, I think probably the PACC is probably our favorite place to play. I mean, at least personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
We actually just got done recording a live album over at the Pack.
Oh, no way!
And Dave and everybody over there has always just been fantastic to us. So,
Oh, that's great.
but yeah, I mean, it's like on the face of it, you think, it's just this private members only club, and then you actually go there and see that new building they built out
Yeah.
back and stuff. I mean, it's a fantastic venue.
It is. It really
The
is.
number of artists that have played there, they have the plaques like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Backman Turner Overdrive,
Right.
It's amazing.
Greg Allman.
Yeah.
It's a really great venue, and the stage in there and the inside stage is really. I put it up against any other local venue. It's a really great place.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare. Excuse me. But it's rare to have a venue like that, a stage like that. You used to have a lot of them back in the 90s, but now they're a few, they're a rare breed. So to have that venue here, right here in Gardner is awesome. Excuse me.
Killing it.
I'm killing it softly
Airball.
with my words. Killing it softly. So don't mind me too. Like everything and anything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yeah.
I got laryngitis. So it's only an act of God that I'm able to communicate with you.
Yeah. Sounds like he chain smoked a carton of Palm Olive filters, yeah.
Get the cigarette.
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah, I was telling her whenever this happens, I get the peppermint pat. No, is it peppermint
It's
pat?
peppermint patty, yes.
Voice. So like, hey, Chuck, you're holding my hand, Chuck. Oh, that's great. It's lovely. Nikki, you want to feel the next question? Or did you already feel the
I
question?
literally the one we just did.
I'm just being so lazy. I got it. Okay, so we were through that. Oh, I need I need you to cue in the Tim Rosh
Yeah.
Jeopardy music.
Yeah. Once you've put the fucking button on the thing.
Hey, you can't rush talent.
The talent already did it. You just need to do work.
I know. So, geez, this is probably going to be, I don't know where this is going to go.
This is just unhinged.
It's unhinged. No.
All right, we like these kind of questions.
I picked the question already.
Sydney Sweeney's backyard.
Final answer.
Can you guys share a moment when you felt like you've achieved a major milestone?
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Adam, take it away.
Oh, me? I think this might sound kind of nerdy because I'm going to use like a lot of drum speak, but I think I remember when I was playing with some friends of mine this is before Ben Cote Band, and they were like really into the whole sort of eclectic thing that I was into. And I would say when I could like really like hang with them musically, because like again, up until like when I was in middle school, it was just nothing but like this, very tunnel vision-esque kind of music train of thought that I was on. So when I could kind of shed with those guys, I was like, okay, I think I'm onto something. So that was, I still remember that. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Probably about 2 weeks ago. I forgot, I was out and about somewhere in Templeton. And
Okay.
A guy walked up. He goes, "Hey, you're in the Ben Cote Band." I'm like, "I am."
Oh, that's awesome.
That's always a good. I've anticipated it being maybe several more people earlier in life, but I'm like, I'll take that one guy.
Seriously. No, that's an accomplishment. Once you can get recognized by a fan, man, you've achieved.
Especially as a bass player, you're like, really?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And
I would say for me, I kind of have two at the moment. Hopefully more come along at any point in time. But I would say kind of more on the personal side, getting signed to a record label and releasing a solo record.
oh, sure.
Doing that, getting signed to again a label. I bought records released on that, and then now like my name is on there with that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Like a surreal full circle feeling.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
kind of. And then the next one actually was recording the live record with Ben Cote Band. I nobody records live records anymore, and then
Right.
let alone on a stage that again Greg Allman, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Mark Farner, all these guys that have been on. It's insane, to be able to say, hey, they existed in this space, and so did I, and now there's a recording of it. And
Yeah.
so I thought that was pretty cool too.
That's cool.
I've had a few the past year, but I think the biggest one for me was Cherie Curry from the Runaways, lead singer.
Ooh.
She's on her album. She sang a duet on the new album, which again, Celluloid Babylon. You can check it out everywhere. But that was that was a song that I wrote with a friend of mine back when we were 18, 19. And so it kind of was on the shelf for a while. And then, Cherie and I ended up, kind of becoming close. And we text and we're talking about, maybe possible collaboration.
Yeah, sure.
And I said, well, I have this one song that, it's kind of been sitting on the shelf. This is something you're interested in. And, she recorded her part, for it. And kind of listening back to it was just like, all right, this is kind of, pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So, guys, thank you again. That was awesome. Again, guys, the quality of music that you're performing out there, the quality of the videos is just incredible. Just incredible. So, you guys have definitely have surrounded yourself with some true talent with putting those together.
I mean, I think it also speaks for, first of all, it's just insane, this immediate area, the amount of talent that is just in this.
Yeah.
Like, is it something in the water? You know what I mean? So just the fact that it's like, not only do you have this incredible, musical talent all concentrated in one spot too, but I mean, just look at all the producers that, the photographers, the producers and all that you're working with, that's also in this immediate area. And we're really lucky and fortunate to be where we are.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
People in Boston think the world ends west of 495.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot more out here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely, this area doesn't get the credit that it needs.
And isn't that crazy, right? Like, you have to, really tell you at least, if you're talented up here, you got some good music, you got some good promotional skills, whatever, you got to go down to like Nashville, or you got to go down to Atlanta or LA to get discovered. Like, you're never going to get discovered up here. And I never understood why that is.
Well, that was definitely the case up until probably about 10 years ago. I think, because it's, even in Boston, I mean, it's kind of the center of the musical education universe, right? So you have Berkeley there. But the second students who graduate, they'd usually go out to LA or New York. And now it's either New York or Nashville, because LA is unfortunately struggling.
Yeah.
But then, because you look around Boston and you see the buildings around you are all finance buildings, things like that. You look around in LA or Nashville, you have all these record labels, or you did.
Right.
So that's why people will go there. It's because that's just where the industry was physically. But again, because of the internet, it's you can be anywhere you want at any time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's kind of flipped now. And you see all these students graduating from Berkeley. And obviously, I'm using a lot of Berkeley references because from my experience. But
Sure.
you see a lot of the graduates moving to Nashville. It's usually Nashville now, but some New York. And now it's just getting oversaturated there. So it's almost like, it's, in my opinion, better to stay. For me, I mean, I'm from here, so it's kind of already have roots here. But to stay in the Boston area and then kind of you're not in an oversaturated area. And again, we try to take advantage of the online side of it and then make that the physical side of it.
Sure.
Which is kind of the way it works nowadays. But it allows you to be anywhere. And there's definitely a big art community in this area.
Yeah.
And, it's just a matter of, I think no matter what form of art it is, it's always at its best when it's a collaboration. And so if you work with photographers, videographers, other musicians, obviously, and just take charge and just DIY, just get it done yourself.
Right. I mean, this area just full of creative people, musically, artistically, just it's incredible. And you're absolutely right. I believe, because we've had some awesome bands come out of Boston, right? Even more recently, we had Godsmack, Dropkick Murphys, Boston. Just a lot of really, really Aerosmith, obviously. Just some really great bands, and we're not done yet. We're not done. We're gonna see some more big bands. That kind of leads into my next question. Do you guys have like a long-term vision for the band? Do you guys kind of foresee yourself doing anything bigger, louder?
Yeah. So, I mean, the steps are already in place. Like I said, we're going to be opening for Bret Michaels at the end of August.
That's wild.
First Party Craw. And actually, so his guitar player, Pete Evick, has become a good friend, and he actually mixed this album for us.
Nice.
Most of the album for us. And then after that, we're going to be opening for Warrant up in Merrimack, New Hampshire. So I think, even kind of it's kind of been unspoken, but it's like, it's everything is just building stepping blocks, and we're still in the phase of just trying to build a fan base. But I'd say the next couple of years, you're going to see us, doing some actual real tours and going out on the road. Obviously more albums. The writing process for the next album is going to be starting soon after we finish up all the final touches on the live album.
Yeah.
That hopefully will be out probably early next year. And then the next studio album will probably be after that. But yeah, I think it's just stepping blocks and just taking advantage of every opportunity and just kind of climbing the ladder as much as we can. But I think the next step is just trying to, get out of Massachusetts a little bit and try to push out, because we've been trying to get out of Massachusetts. Seems like we're doomed as far as 2024 goes.
Yeah.
We got screwed over by a couple promoters in New York. Unfortunately, we had some shows lined up that got canceled at the last minute. But
right.
I think that's going to be the next step. And then
Nice.
After that, like I said, this last album that we had, I think, Bert, what was it? I think 200, 300 Spotify monthly listeners, and then right after release of the album, it jumped up to like 1,700.
Oh, wow.
So, and which isn't a big number, but it's a significant jump. So it's just a matter of just trying to keep pushing forward and just going to the next step.
It's not a big number, but if you put 1,700 people into this 300 square foot room, it's a lot of people. No, and it speaks volume too, because one of the things that you don't realize that's really beneficial, I find, to a lot of musicians is the power of networking. Making those connections to those other musicians, and having them help you out, collaborate with, whether it be collaborations or setting you up with gigs. It's really, really cool. So it's really neat that you guys have experienced that.
Yeah, and we're very fortunate, and we got got some friends now in high places, and we definitely called in a lot of favors for this last album. Like I said, Cherie Curry singing on it. Pete Evick from the Bret Michaels Band mixed some of the songs. It was mastered by Berkeley professor Randy Roos, who's a Grammy Award-winning producer. He mastered it. So it's just about, again, taking advantage of whatever opportunity you have and just pushing forward and just doing whatever you can to get to the next level, no matter how small of a jump it is, and just keep building on that. But like I said, the next step for us, at least my master plan, is just trying to get some more shows on the road. And
Sure.
We don't have a booking agent. We do everything ourselves. We've tried to find a booking agent. I don't know how to do it. So if anyone's out there listening who's a booking agent wants to hook up with us, we'd love to work.
Resumes.
Yeah. But right now we've just been taking it directly to the fans on Instagram, just reaching out. Hey, if we go out on the road, where are you? Where do you want to see us?
Yeah.
And if you have any venues, contact info to those venues, send them our way. And they do, and then we try to reach out to them. And then the trick is just trying to do it in a way that, is financially doable.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, and that's the power of the internet, that you can get out there, you can reach a much larger audience. And the fact that you have that ability now to just do it on your own. You don't need a marketing agency or promoter. You can just kind of make those connections directly with your fan base.
Right. It's a lot of work, but I'd rather be in control, I think, at this point. Or have us be in control than be dependent on someone else.
Well, we've already talked about the Ben Cote bus. I like to see you guys in the Ben Cote private jet.
There we go.
Wow. Goals.
Yeah, gotta get down to Peru. I think that's next on the bucket list for us.
Oh,
There's
man.
people down there that want to see us.
There you go.
Yeah. So do you guys have any just advice that you would give to aspiring musicians just starting out?
Ooh, tough one.
Start with that. We'll work on that. I've been talking a lot.
Just don't stop. Just keep doing it. Just keep playing. I mean, at least for me, there have been times where it's like, you have to sacrifice a lot just to, stay on top of practicing, or just, try and audition for other people, artists, bands, and even playing live shows spontaneously, and just kind of, honing your skills that way. But no, just as long as you're playing, you're always going to be moving up, even if it feels like you're not. But you always are. So just keep playing it.
It's great advice.
It sounds simple, but just keep playing shows and play. If you want to play rock music, you're going to end up in a band, some kind of group. Play to the group that you're in.
Right.
If you hand 3, 4, 5 people instruments, you're going to make a unique sound. Like in our case, prog drummer, country western bass player, neoclassical guitar player, hair metal, frontman. It's like, just don't try to sandwich, don't try to make it what it's not going to be. Right. So when you just got to learn how to work with people, especially for this type of music, you're not going to do it on your own with backing tracks and stuff like that in most cases. But.
Sure. Well, that's great.
I would say, just keeping, again, as they said, keeping at it. And I would say also kind of setting attainable goals for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Don't, I just bought a guitar, I'm Steve Vai tomorrow. So it's like, okay, set attainable goals, learn some songs, ultimately have fun with it. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to want to keep coming back to it, and you're just going to forget about it.
Right.
So I would say just set attainable goals, enjoy, play what you like, don't listen to anybody else, just do your thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Put down the guitar, be a lawyer, be a doctor, be an engineer. You're going to make a lot more money.
There's the realist.
That's truth. No, but no, and I love that. That's kind of like what inspired us really to do this show, is to really just encourage the youth, the next generation, to pick up an instrument, and go out there and perform. So the fact that you guys are here, you guys are where you are, you guys went to school probably one of the, probably, I mean, one of the best, if not the best. The best.
I'm biased. But
right. The best music school in the country, if not
The world?
the world. And, you guys are now at where you are, doing all these wonderful things. And that can really be anybody that's watching this right now who dares to pick up an instrument, practice, work hard, and put yourself out there. So I commend you guys for doing what you're doing, because really it's inspiring to all of us. So it's really cool. So guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do one more song. Let's see. Who hasn't picked a song? Does somebody over there want to pick a song to perform?
music video, right?
Yeah.
Perform
976.
976.
Yeah, this one features a special cameo at the end. See if you can spot the special guest.
You got to watch to the end. That has
Okay.
the biggest plot twist since the end of.
Oh yeah.
What's the movie where Bruce Willis is dead?
I was gonna watch that.
Spoiler alert.
Sixth Sense.
What?
It's got a big plot twist. You got to watch it up until the very last frame, and that was also filmed here
Yeah.
in this building as well.
Awesome.
Nice. All right, guys, you're in for a treat.
I'm in love with all those tricks you was picking up. Baby, you fit me like a glove. 976, 976, you're so fine. Baby, I wanna make you mine. Operator says we're out of time. 976, made me drink a potion, put me under your spell. You took me in, baby, you gave me hell. Got your licks in honey, driving me insane. Don't hold back now, baby, I can feel it in my veins. 976, I'm in love with all those tricks you was picking up. Baby, you fit me like a glove. 976, 976, you're so fine. Baby, I wanna make you mine. Operator says we're out of time. 976.
I'm sorry if your call is disconnected. Please hang up and try again.
Drive me with emotion, drowning in my lust. My own imagination I can trust. You're my fascination, you're my animal. You're my good vibrations until the end of the call. 976, you're so cool. Maybe I wanna be a fool. Come with me, let's break all the rules. 976, 976, make my dreams. No, nothing really as it seems. Come with me, I'll show you what I mean. 976, talk to me, tell me you're mine. I don't care if it takes all night. I just need you on the end of the line. Tell me lies, you tantalize. The sound of your voice makes me agonize. The words to me, they seem to hypnotize.
And we're back. That was great. That was great, guys. Hey, I just want to say thank you for coming into the studio. Thank you for being patient with us as we pulled out the fire extinguishers for our mixer. Guys, this was awesome. This was so much fun. And I just want to go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to let our fan base, let your fan base know where to find you, where to reach you, where to find all your awesomeness.
Well, you can stream all 5 of our original albums on all the major streaming platforms. You have Spotify, Apple Music. You can purchase them iTunes, Amazon. And if you are old school and want a physical signed CD of the new album, Celluloid Babylon, you can order that at bencoteband.com.
Which is actually a pretty cool website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's done really well.
I was like, they got like a website.
And then you can follow us all on social media. I think my Instagram at the Ben Cote is kind of taken over for the band account because that one is hard to do too. We have at Ben Cote Band as well, but that one it's hard enough to run one account. So if you want all the band updates for gigs and things, you can go to mine. But you can follow Rob at Shred Guitar Rob.
Nice.
With 1 R between guitar and Rob.
Oh, okay.
Dave has 2. I think he has a Finsta.
Yeah,
now.
I'm going down to 1. It's just
Which one are you using?
what's it? The D Mansfield on Instagram.
That's private though. You have to make that one public.
Well, hey.
I can't find him.
And then Adam
Dave
is
Mansfield Music, I think's the other one.
okay. So follow them both. And then Adam is at A Corlito.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Follow us all there. Find us on Facebook.
Yep. Then I think depending on when this comes out, I know like Ben mentioned, September 27th, we're going to be up in Merrimack, New Hampshire, opening up for Warrant. So tickets will be available for that. That's going to be great. We also have a surprise third act that'll be there that we can't really talk about yet, but it's definitely going to be worth seeing.
Yep. And then, depending when this is released, August 31st. This is going to be before August 31st, but we're going to be again. That's going to be playing Party Gras with Brett Michaels.
Oh man.
In Guilford, New Hampshire, at the Macon, New Hampshire Pavilion, so you can get tickets for that and see us there as well.
And closer to home here, October 31st, we're going to be over at the Wachusa Brew Yard for their Halloween show.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be a really cool one. We're going to do some neat stuff for that. I mean, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
So.
Nikki, we got to go to that.
It's always Halloween in my soul. But
Usually Ben's the only one that does costume changes live. This time we're all going to get to
Oh, you do the T-Swift
Super
thing?
excited for that. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I think December 28th, Fireflies in...
That's Marlboro.
That's Marlboro.
We have a few more, too. We have, in October, we have...
I don't know, update the Facebook page. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, it should have the MCL show there.
Oh, yeah, the one that we're not really supposed to promote that heavily.
No, look. So it's the MCL. And all I have to say,
Cut that.
is that no. Leave that in. Okay, we kill what Dave said. We can leave the rest of it in. And we're going to be performing at the Worcester MCL.
You want to do this here?
I believe that's October 12th. And then you know what? I'm going to say it's not announced yet. By the time this goes, we're going to be playing the Magic Room with Red Temple 9.
Oh, nice.
In Norwood.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's going to be
Very cool.
October 12th. Yeah.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to that one. That's a great venue, and we're really looking forward to playing with that band.
Yeah, we've been trying to get into that venue for a while, and luckily we were able to get into that venue with the right band. So.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
That is awesome. Well, I'm so excited for you guys. Nikki, I'm dragging you to that.
Oh.
I don't think I'll have to drag you. I think you'll.
Yeah, probably.
No, you'll probably be carrying me out of that one. But we'll definitely catch you at the Wachusa Brew Bar.
Sweet. Look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys. You have been a terrific band.
Thank you for having us. Sorry we blew up your soundboard.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
just an excuse to get a new one now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. We gotta upgrade. But thank you guys again so much. We really appreciate you. It's the fact that you're able to come in here really helps us out, and it helps grow our audience, which then helps out our fellow musicians. And that's what it's all about, putting a spotlight on our music and musicians. So appreciate you guys.
No, likewise, really appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Thanks for staying late with us.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime, by the way.
It's 2 a.m. right now.
This is musical chairs after dark.
There's no concept of time in this room.
I mean, there's no windows,
No.
and sometimes the clock works, but
It could be
it's
Tuesday.
like Vegas.
It's G Vegas.
Yes, it's G-Vegas.
I really dig the vibe in here, though. I love the whole aesthetic.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. It's
With the neon.
it's kind of grown. We
Yeah, I got Gary now.
I was gonna mention that. I like the Gary.
our first
So let's see if we can.
our first full band was the Muppets band up there.
They're in timeout.
They're in timeout. They're all
Okay, I was gonna ask. I had one question. Why are all the Lego figures with their?
They're in
dad?
timeout.
Okay.
They're in timeout. Yeah, they weren't playing well together. So
Okay.
actually, what it is I had a buddy at the grand opening of the studio. And he's like, I wonder if you'll notice. Ding, ding, ding. And I did notice. So it took
And
me.
they just never. We
Yeah.
never did anything. About it.
No. But yeah, and every musician that's come in here is they just started contributing to our knickknacks. So we got.
I have a couple guitar picks for you.
Oh really? Sweet.
you.
You know what? We just ordered this little Marshall amp stack here that holds guitar picks.
Oh, let's stick them in here.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god.
Thank you.
That is so cool. Oh man, that is awesome. Of course, now I'm not gonna be able to let anybody else
No,
touch
we're
those.
gonna have to put them with the drumsticks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
Actually, I'll take a couple out so that way other bands can put picks in too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I don't have a monopoly. I mean, I want to, but I won't. 'Cause I'm a nice guy.
Oh, thanks.
You're growing, Ben. You're getting better every day.
What do you have? Wait, hold on. You have your little custom?
Yeah, I do. Yes, yeah, yeah. So I have an endorsement deal with Jim Dunlop, and
Hold on.
they build us our own guitar picks.
Hold this thing up
Well, me my own.
Oh yeah, let's get that in front of the camera.
This is double sided. This is actually for the new album. They built these for me.
Sweet.
So one side is
that one over there?
my face, which is the album cover, and then the other side is the band logo.
Yeah, but don't worry. He wants to be humble. He doesn't want to take up too much room here.
We have some
that's
really
nice.
cool banners with the album cover as well. That's behind Dave.
Yeah, they haunt my dreams.
Oh, that's for you.
Ooh, nice. That's cool, guys. I'll have to wait for my colleague to return to the control panel. But no, again,
I
guys,
hope I got that.
and if you didn't, I can swap it out with a close-up picture.
Yeah.
know.
You'll just see, a random hand.
Just like,
His face.
no, that's awesome, guys. Well, thank you again so much, and we love you. We're big fans. So, and we really appreciate you guys lugging in all this equipment. Like,
Yeah.
We
Jeez.
traveled pretty light today, actually.
Yeah. Well, this is like, oh my god. Okay.
Plugging and plugging going on here.
Yeah. Thank God we don't pay for electric bill. But thank you guys again. And so, guys, if you are not already following us, if you're new here because you're here to watch the Ben Cote Band, make sure you give us a like and a follow at the
Leave
musical.
a review.
Huh?
Leave a review.
Leave a review. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
a review.
subscribe. All the
Subscribe.
things.
Because for every follow and for every subscribe, again, you're supporting the musicians that come on this show. So that's what's most important. And we always appreciate you. So I think in our best rock voices, I think we should do the bye. I mean, I'm going to fail because I don't have a voice.
Know where we're going with this.
But you know how we all like sync up and say bye. Yeah. We should do it in a rock voice.
Or we should do a harmony. Bye bye.
Yeah. I like that.
I
like
love
that.
that.
Like it's like a boy band style.
So
All right.
I'll take do. Adam, you take me. You take soul.
I didn't go to Berkeley. I don't know what that means.
Goodbye. Oh, come on.
You gotta go
Did you
down
do
the
your ear
route.
training class?
I didn't do very good in that class.
Hey, wait, are we
Dave, you
hopping
go.
on this at the end?
Oh, you don't want me hopping on this?
Yeah.
do you?
Dave,
Let's do it.
Bye bye. You do that.
Bye.
One more time.
That's perfect.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
But hold it, because I'm going to harmonize to it.
Oh, is that how you do harmonies?
Yeah. Don't be all shy now. Come on.
Go ahead.
Bye bye. Bye bye. You got to do that because I'm going to harmonize to you. We can wait here all night.
This is gonna be a long sign off.
It's like a standoff over here. A sign off standoff.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good night. We're done.